The Duchess of Edinburgh was elegant in a simple white ensemble as she attended the King's inaugural birthday parade today. Sophie Wessex, 58, looked a vision as she travelled in a carriage alongside Timothy Laurence, Princess Anne's husband, as the Duke of Edinburgh rode in on horseback. Prince Edward was participating in Trooping the Colour in his role as Colonel of the 1st Battalion London Guards, which was formed last year. She would typically have travelled with her husband, but he had a very different role in the procession this year. The couple's 2 children, Lady Louise and James, Earl of Wessex, were not spotted. Today is the first Trooping the Colour the royal family marks without the late Queen Elizabeth II, following her death last September. Last year's celebrations marked 7 decades since the late monarch's ascension to the throne. Meanwhile, this year heralds a new era for the family, with King Charles at its helm. The Trooping the Colour has marked the official birthday of the sovereign, which takes place in June despite Charles being born in November. For more than 260 years, Sophie donned a white long-sleeved dress, which she paired with gold and silver jewellery and an oversized stylish hat. She wore her blonde hair in a stylish updo and smiled at the excited crowd as she made her way to Horse Guards Parade. And the King is the first monarch in more than 30 years to take part in the event on horseback. Charles will take the royal salute as Colonel-in-Chief of the Household Division's 7 regiments during the ceremony, staged on Horse Guards Parade, as members of the royal family and 8,000 spectators watch. The colour, or regimental flag, that will be trooped in front of hundreds of guardsmen and officers will be the King's colour of the 1st Battalion Welsh Guards. It will be the first time a reigning monarch has ridden at the colour since Queen Elizabeth's horse Burmese carried her during the 1986 ceremony. Burmese, a gift from the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, was the Queen's favourite steed for ceremonial occasions, and she rode it for 18 years until its retirement in 1986, and decided to use a carriage rather than train another charger. When the King rides from Buckingham Palace to Horse Guards, he will be joined on horseback by the royal colonels. Prince of Wales, Colonel, Welsh Guards and the Princess Royal, Gold Stick in Waiting and Colonel, the Blues and Royals. The senior royals on horseback will be joined by a carriage expected to be carrying the Queen and the Princess of Wales and her children. The royal party will travel in the middle of a sovereign's mounted escort formed by troops from the Household Cavalry's Life Guards and Blues and Royals, with 2 divisions riding in front and 2 behind. During the ceremony, the King will inspect the guardsmen, in their scarlet tunics and bearskins, standing in 2 rows on horse guards before the colour is trooped. The massed bands of the Household Division will provide musical backing during the day, and also taking part is the King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery who, following the parade, will fire a 41-gun salute in Green Park to mark the King's official birthday, while from the Tower of London the Honourable Artillery Company will fire 62 volleys. Following the ceremony, the royal family will head back to Buckingham Palace and gather on the balcony to watch an extended military flypast after the display on Coronation Day had to be scaled down due to bad weather. Around 70 aircraft from the Royal Navy, British Army and Royal Air Force will take part, including aircraft from the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight, the C-130 Hercules on its final ceremonial flight, modern Typhoon fighter jets with a red, white and blue finale from the Red Arrows.